for a championship!
A double play wins it for Frazier. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch! McKay's on touchdown.
Into the layup goes at the buzzer.
Wins it. The championship.
The final game of the 2023 Scholarship Fund for Inner City Children Basketball Hoop Fest wraps up as the Immaculate Conception Lions take on the Roselle Catholic Lions. Good afternoon, everybody, once again, and welcome here inside the Lions Den on the campus of Roselle Catholic High School. I'm Kevin Connolly, joined alongside Michael Shorty. 3 games in the books and the nightcap here to come from Roselle. Mike, let's start with the obvious for Roselle Catholic. They're 2-3 on the year, but everyone remembers the last time they were on the floor, their game against Arts had to be canceled after a little bit of a scuffle that escalated into parents and fans coming out on the floor. No word has been received yet from either team on the state's decision or punishment on the game. Both teams still awaiting it, but the paperwork has been filed, and both teams still awaiting the final decision from the state. So business as usual right now for Roselle Catholic.
Yeah, obviously not how you want to go out with a game getting canceled before halftime, especially in an event that was, so hyped up in the Iverson Classic. And Roselle Catholic, they're coming back out. They are going to be without Akil and Tariq Watson today. But back to basketball for Roselle Catholic, and they're playing a good Immaculate Conception team, top 15 in New Jersey.
Tariq Watson out with illness. Akil Watson out due to a coach's decision was the word from Roselle Catholic. But speaking of the Iverson Classic, 2 games prior to what happened with Roselle Catholic, Immaculate was on the floor against Science Park, and just an absolute stunning upset. They lost to Science Park.
Yeah, Science Park was not a team we thought would beat Immaculate Conception, but they did. Immaculate Conception struggled in that game. TJ Robinson, their point guard and star, who's committed to play at Louisville, only had 6 points in that game. And about a week before that, he dropped 50 points against Dwight Englewood.
Still a top 15 matchup. Roselle Catholic still the #1 team in the state in the most recent NJ.com top 20 poll. Immaculate is ranked 11th. Let's take a look at the starting lineups here for first the visiting Lions of Immaculate Conception. Like you mentioned, TJ Robinson, he will be in the starting lineup, joined alongside Jaron Barnett, Coley Grandison, Tavion Pullock, and Jarius Davis. And obviously the big star, though, in that starting 5 is TJ Robinson. And you mentioned against Dwight Englewood, 50 points a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, TJ Robinson, a really crafty point guard. He can score on all 3 levels. When he gets it going, he's really hard to stop, and he's also good at facilitating for his offense.
Now for Roselle Catholic, we mentioned we will be without the Watsons. Tariq is out with illness. Akil out because of a coach's decision. And a new starting lineup for Roselle Catholic because of it. It'll be Christian Pierre-Louis and Rich Briscoe inserted into the starting 5 for Roselle Catholic to join Sebastian Robinson, Simeon Wilcher, and Mackenzie Mbako.
Yeah, Christian Pierre-Louis, he was a starter last year. Sebastian Robinson, obviously the other guard, took his starting role to transfer from Elizabeth. Good to see Pierre-Louis back out there in the starting 5.
Now you look at Immaculate Conception, outstanding start to the year, a lot of hype about this Lions squad, but they're now riding a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah, Immaculate Conception, they're a good team once they get it going. We'll see what they can do against Roselle Catholic. As for RC, they've really turned it around, but their record is not good, and I think we can say that pretty confidently, but we can also confidently say their record does not show how good they really are. Roselle Catholic, their first couple games of the season, they were playing in the Bahamas against teams who have been playing for about a month, so it was really hard to adapt and tough as Rich Briscoe gets the big introduction.
And again with Roselle Catholic, not to harp on the point of last game, but the expectation was they'd be 3-3 coming into a game like this, but the game canceled, so obviously nothing goes on the record, so they're still 2-3. However, 2 impressive wins in the last 2 games against fierce New Jersey competition, beating the Practice School in a neutral site game at Rutgers, and then going on the road to defeat Manasquan. In the game, they trailed by 7 at halftime in. So I guess technically this is once again the home opener for Roselle Catholic since that last game didn't be completed. For Immaculate, mentioned 3 losses in a row. Lost to Ramapo really in blowout fashion. Went right down to the wire against St. Peter's Prep, who we saw just moments ago blow Union Catholic off the floor here at Roselle Catholic. And then we talked about the stunning upset earlier this week against Science Park.
Yeah, Science Park, again, they were just not meant to beat Immaculate Conception, but they came out, they did. So Immaculate Conception going to try to turn that around and flip the script for an upset today.
And Immaculate Conception had their chances in that game against Science Park to either tie or take the lead late, but they couldn't get that last-second bucket to fall. Roselle Catholic will be in the white. Immaculate Conception will be in the blue. And we're just about set to go here in the final game of the 19th Annual Scholarship Fund for Inner City Children Basketball Hoop Fest here at Roselle Catholic. Kevin Connolly, Michael Cerroti, we've been with you all day long, and we're going to bring you home here with Roselle Catholic and Immaculate Conception. Mackenzie Mbako wins the tip, and we're off and running.
We were talking, Mbako is going to play the 5 today. He's really a 3 or a 4, but we can think of worse 5s to have.
Simeon Wilcher, Rich Briscoe with the stuff.
Rich Briscoe making his first start of the season. That'll get him going early.
And you talk about players like Rich Briscoe and Christian Pierre-Louis. They're never going to get the headlines for this Roselle Catholic team, but they do all the dirty work that needs to be done to win a basketball game.
Yeah, Briscoe is a force down low. Christian Pierre-Louis, he's the shortest player on the team, or in the starting 5 right now, but he might be the best rebounder out there.
Mbako forces the steal. Outlet pass to him, and Mbako is fouled from behind. And Mackenzie Mbako, the Gil St. Bernard's transfer, going to go to the line for Roselle Catholic.
And you talk about the headlines. Mackenzie Mbako and Simeon Wilcher, obviously the 2 biggest names. Mbako headed to Duke.
Speaking of Gil St. Bernard's, things that might have gotten lost in the shuffle on Thursday, had an incredible buzzer beater to defeat Rutgers Prep.
At the buzzer, Nick Lasada knocked it down.
Again, that's a young Gil St. Bernard's team. Saw them last week in the New Year's jump-off. They fell to St. Joe's Montvale, but they got some talent still there. A young roster for Gil St. Bernard's. They'll be back here at Roselle Catholic playing Patterson Eastside in the Hearts to Hands Classic in a couple weeks from now. It'll be part of a doubleheader. It's the first game of 2. Roselle Catholic and Bergen Catholic is the second game. That's going to be a backcourt violation on Immaculate Conception. The Roselle Catholic defense coming out on fire.
Yeah, Roselle Catholic probably really wants this game. I can imagine after being up by 9 before halftime and having their game canceled, they want to come out, just play basketball today.
Mbako fumbled the pass, corralled and drilled the 3. 5 quick points from Mackenzie Mbako.
He is so versatile on offense. There's nothing he can't do. That was a deep 3.
7-0 run to start for Roselle Catholic. There's a bucket and a foul. Tavion Pullock going to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
Aside from the obvious star, T.J. Robinson, Tavion Pullock, maybe the second best player for Immaculate Conception.
Immaculate Conception led by head coach Jimmy Salmon. Roselle Catholic obviously led by their head coach Dave Boff. Pullock cannot convert on the 3-point play, and it's Pierre-Louis battling for the rebound, and a foul called as he got tripped up with Cole Grandison. Brandon Hernandez into the game for Immaculate Conception as they try and wipe up the perspiration out there on the floor. Like saw in the crowd earlier today, Camden star center Aaron Bradshaw. You see him up there. Tough to miss him with nearly a 7-foot body. Obviously that outstanding game last night. Part of the Iverson Classic over at Canyon University between Camden and Don Bosco.
What a game.
Yeah, Camden coming back in the second half to win that one. Rich Briscoe on the feed from Simeon Wilcher. Can't get it to go, but Mackenzie Mbako with the putback stuff.
Like I said earlier, Mackenzie Mbako just hit a 3. Why not a dunk to add on to it?
Yeah, Mbako has 2 free throws, a 3, and a putback dunk. What can't he do? As he alters that shot from Jordan Rodriguez, he can't get it to go. And then we have a whistle on the far side, and it looks like it's going to be out of bounds on Immaculate Conception. It'll be Roselle Catholic ball.
It is Immaculate ball, I think.
Yeah, now
yep.
Yeah, they're
Rich Briscoe was out of bounds when he touched it.
And then a foul called on Roselle Catholic. Two fouls apiece on both teams. TJ Robinson on the drive, lost the handle. Wilcher comes away with it. Simeon Wilcher looking to drive. Mackenzie Mbako counted in a foul. No, wave it off a travel. Oh, Roselle Catholic can't believe it. Just read Mbako's lips. He said, wait, I traveled? Oh, man, take away a highlight reel jam from Mbako there.
The bench did not like that call. They got all fired up after the dunk. Had to sit back down real quick.
Everyone in the gym thought that was a three-point play for Mbako as that shot rattles out. And Roselle Catholic will steal the rebound away from Mal Arrington. Now it's Sebastian Robinson. Pulls up from distance. And Roselle Catholic on fire to start. They lead by 10.
Roselle Catholic wants to get back out here and play their game, and they're doing just that.
Immaculate Conception looking for an answer. There's the hot shooting Robinson, left it short. Mbako the outlet for Wilcher. Simeon Wilcher going to the basket to get his name on the scoreline. (14-2) Roselle Catholic over Immaculate Conception. And they're looking to run again, but now Mbako will slow things up. Bullet pass into Briscoe. The turnaround, he tried to drop one home. Tipped his own miss to him. Goes back up, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Barnett.
I don't know how he got anywhere near a dunk there. Seemed like he was 5 feet from the basket.
Oh, that one's from distance from Pullock, no good. Robinson pulls down the board. Sebastian Robinson looking to run, flips it to Mbako in the corner, too strong on the 3. Ooh. And then a big collision as Pierre Louis collided with TJ Robinson.
We've seen some scary falls today. Alex Masung of Hudson Catholic took a couple big hits.
I mean, what an outstanding game between Hudson Catholic and Seton Hall Prep. Pirates over the Hawks in overtime. That was our second game today. Our first game was a dominant victory by the girls Roselle Catholic team, beating Oak Knoll, and then an equally as dominant performance in our last game as St. Peter's Prep upended Union Catholic. Mal Arrington with Rich Briscoe on him. Jalen Grant, one of the freshman guards for Roselle Catholic, in for Christian Pierre Louis. Would imagine he's going to get a lot more playing time. Mbako deflected that one. He's a bit slow to get up as TJ Robinson stays with the play. Pullock rises for 3, no. Mbako pulls down the board. There goes Simeon Wilcher. Wilcher mid-range pull-up, yes. And a timeout called by Immaculate Conception. 16-2. Roselle Catholic on top of Immaculate Conception. 3:28 to play in the first quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this. So Immaculate Conception calls timeout as Roselle Catholic opens up a 16-2 lead. And Mike, during that timeout, a Roselle Catholic team already playing shorthanded here today. Is that three from Robinson no good? Bench got a little bit shorter. Mackenzie Mbako went back to the Roselle Catholic locker room. Told you he was a bit slow to get up down the other end of the floor on a previous defensive possession. It looked like he was trying to tell the Roselle Catholic training staff, I'm cramping. We'll see if he's able to come back in this game, but Christian Pierre-Louis back on the floor for Roselle Catholic.
You say the bench got a little shorter, but Mbako does not spend much time there.
And Wiltshire fouls TJ Robinson on a three-point attempt. So Roselle Catholic trying to go zone to preserve some energy. Already playing so short-handed in this game without the services of the Watson brothers, and now Mbako back in the Roselle Catholic locker room. Robinson will have 3 free throws, and he misses the first. 4th team foul on Roselle Catholic. Robinson now 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Amir Dunlap into the game for the Lions. Robinson goes 1 for 3 from the charity stripe. And Roselle Catholic looking to run, and Simeon Wiltshire is going to have free throws of his own. And now good news for Roselle Catholic. Mackenzie Mbako coming back out of the Roselle Catholic locker room and back on the Lions bench. Putting his shoe on, so maybe it was just he didn't get his ankle taped.
That is what it looks like, as he has some tape around that ankle.
And Wiltshire makes the first free throw, so we'll see if the Duke product, or future Duke product, I should say, is able to return for the Lions. Wiltshire misses the second, but we get a whistle and a lane violation called on Immaculate Conception, so Wiltshire's going to get another free throw. Mike, one of the points I was making before that game got canceled against Arts is Roselle Catholic really struggled from the free throw line in their win against Manasquan, and they were nearly perfect from the line in that quarter and a half against Arts. As Wiltshire converts as he gets a second chance on the free throw, and Roselle Catholic up by 15, its largest lead today.
Dominant start by the Lions, coming out in the zone.
Dave Boff just said to Mackenzie Mbako, are you good? He said, yeah, I'm good, and he's going to go right to the scorer's table to re-enter for Roselle Catholic. TJ Robinson on the perimeter. Brandon Hernandez trying to penetrate against this Roselle Catholic zone.
Arrington wants it down low.
He's got Briscoe near him. Jimmy Salmon trying to call out a play for the Lions as Robinson drives into traffic and gets the shot to fall. Outlet for Wiltshire, and Simeon Wiltshire elevates with one hand. Simeon Wiltshire having himself a first quarter. He's got 8. That shot no good. Outlet pass to Jalen Grant. Pulls up in transition for 3.
Everything falling for Roselle Catholic.
Still 95 seconds to play. Robinson tiptoeing the baseline. One more for Grant. Trying for another. Can't get it to go as Arrington pulls down the board. Immaculate Conception driving, and Briscoe is going to get whistled for a foul. So Rich Briscoe whistled for the foul. It'll send Immaculate back to the free throw line. Tavion Pullock will get a couple of substitutions after this first free throw. So Mbako back on the floor for Roselle Catholic, certainly a good sign as Briscoe will get a breather. Jaron Barnett also back in for IC as along with Jordan Riley. Second free throw is good. 23-7. Roselle Catholic in front of Immaculate Conception. Try to post up Mbako. Step back mid-range, too strong. Rebound fought for. Pullock comes away with it. Out to Barnett, looking to drive. Kicks for Riley. Minute to play here in this first quarter. 23-7, Roselle Catholic in front of Immaculate Conception. Grant nearly came away with the steal. Pullock, nice feed down low. Arrington will finish. .35 seconds. Robinson kicks for Pierre-Louis. Pierre-Louis has a lane, dumps it off for Mbako. 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Wilcher driving, trying to kick to Mbako in the corner, but his pass got deflected. Barnett all the way to the basket for two. 15 seconds to play here in the quarter. Immaculate has clawed themselves back within 12. Pierre-Louis can't track that one down to the baseline. It's a turnover, and it'll go back to Immaculate with 7.8 of the clock as TJ Robinson comes back in. Barnett will pick it up. 7 seconds left on the clock. He's looking to drive. Now with three. Barnett to the basket, off the window. No. Wilcher pokes it away, and the horn will sound on the first quarter. What a start for Roselle Catholic. They have 23 points in 8 minutes, and they lead Immaculate Conception 23-11. They'll be back after this break with the second quarter here on D1 Media Pro.
Like family.
23-11, Roselle Catholic leads Immaculate Conception at the end of one quarter of play. Kevin Connolly, Michael Cerroti with you. Final game, Mike, here of the 2023 Scholarship Fund for Inner City Children Basketball Hoop Fest, and another outstanding event for the 19th year in a row.
Yeah, this event just puts on a great show, great basketball, and it really benefits a lot of kids. We had some great games, an overtime game between Seton Hall Prep and Hudson Catholic. Great teams all day long, and we had it all here on D1 Media Pro.
It'll be Immaculate basketball inbounding from the far sideline. Put together a little bit of a run to end that first quarter. Brought themselves back within 12 of Roselle Catholic. TJ Robinson, the junior Louisville commit. Christian Pierre-Louis gets the assignment on him. Pullock, three, and Mbako blocked it. Simeon Wilcher looking to run. Wilcher feeds Briscoe, who's double-teamed, and he gets fouled from behind. It'll be Mal Arrington who picks up the foul. Wilcher's in the corner. Briscoe doubled down low, works out of it to Jalen Grant at the top, and he's got his second three tonight.
Jalen Grant, the undersized freshman, can really shoot the ball.
Robinson shows off his playmaking ability with a fadeaway in the lane. Wilcher in transition. Left it short, and an offensive foul on Rich Briscoe pushed Arrington in the back.
And a new face, Jalen Maldonado, the freshman coming into the game.
Sebastian Robinson checks in as well for Roselle Catholic as Pierre-Louis and Briscoe get a breather.
Maldonado does not see much playing time, but again, without the Watson brothers, opens up new doors.
Roselle Catholic going back to man-to-man. Robinson, oh, that's a tough shot. Can't get it to go too strong, and Maldonado the rebound. Wiltshire really feeling it from distance today. Can't get it to go. The long rebound to Grant. Passes it up for Mbako, who skies in. Count it, and the foul. Mackenzie Mbako filling it up early on. He's got 9 points as Jaron Barnett comes back in. And Mbako up to 10 points here in this first half. On the drive, Maldonado got his hands in there. Mbako running the floor. Passes up on the three. He drives the scoop. No, got his own miss, and he got fouled. Oh, Mbako frustrated at himself that he didn't put that follow back in the hole. Mackenzie Mbako back at the line to shoot two. Too strong on the first. Akeem Langevin checks into the game as Arrington will get a breather, and Mbako goes 0 for 2 from the line. Robinson right to the basket. Oh, TJ Robinson, this kid's a walking bucket. Maldonado trying his luck from downtown, no good. Icy looking to run. Pullock off the window, and Tavion Pullock bringing Immaculate a little bit closer, within 12 of Roselle Catholic. Jalen Grant passes it up. Maldonado, the open three, and Maldonado's on the board.
The freshman class overshadowed by the transfers, really, for Roselle Catholic. But Jalen Grant, Jalen Maldonado.
As Simeon Wiltshire can't get it to go, but his follow's there. And now it looks like we have a delay of game warning on Simeon Wiltshire. So the next one would be a technical on Wiltshire. (34-17), Roselle Catholic on top of Immaculate Conception. There's Robinson on the pull-up, got it to go. So TJ Robinson all of a sudden heating up. He's got over 10 points for Immaculate Conception. And Mbako was calling for it, and that's why. Drills the three-pointer. Mackenzie Mbako firing on all cylinders here against Immaculate Conception. Off the window, no. Wiltshire pulls down the board. Grant in the corner already has 2 threes, and Mbako just skies over everybody else for the rebound and the putback.
That was too easy for Mackenzie Mbako, the 6'8" forward, going up and over everyone.
20-point lead for Roselle Catholic, their biggest lead this afternoon, as Robinson tries a three, no. Wiltshire trying to run for Roselle Catholic. Mbako calling for it down low. They'll get it to him, and he's fouled just before he throws a thundering slam in toward the basket. Rich Briscoe going to come back in for Maldonado. Christian Pierre-Louis also in for Jalen Grant. It's a 1-and-1 for Mackenzie Mbako at the line. Brian Mitchell also going to come in for Immaculate Conception. Mbako earns himself another. Mackenzie Mbako 2 for 2 from the line. He's flirting with 20 here in this first half as that three goes down. Good looking shot from Amir Dunlap. Wiltshire finds Mbako. He checked for Mackenzie Mbako, can't get it to go. Rebound tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with Roselle Catholic. And a timeout is called by Roselle Catholic. 41-22. Lions in front of Immaculate Conception. 3:52 to go in the first half. Roselle Catholic out of the timeout. You see Mackenzie Mbako right there. Tweaked his ankle early on, but Mike showing no signs of any issues. He's got 18 points with still 4 minutes to go in this first half.
And he's doing it all in different ways. He's hitting threes, throwing down dunks, productive at the free throw line as well.
Sebastian Robinson pops free on the inbounds, can't hit the three, but guess who's there for the rebound, but Mbako's put back no good. Amir Dunlap finds TJ Robinson driving, and he gets fouled by Rich Briscoe. And Briscoe knows he just picked up his second, and he's a little bit frustrated with himself. TJ Robinson misses the first free throw.
That's Ethan Mbako entering the game now. Mackenzie's little brother, the freshman, does not see playing time typically. But again, without the Watsons, new players get the chance to play today.
Yeah, and it's a chance for Roselle Catholic head coach Dave Boff to see what he has on his bench against a really good team here in New Jersey. Mackenzie with the ball there. IC showing zone. Mackenzie Mbako can't get the finger roll reverse to go. Tavion Pullock on hands to Robinson. Robinson shoots that one from Montclair. No good. Long rebound pulled down by the Lions. Into the corner. That three-pointer, no good. And Ethan Mbako pulls down the board. Wiltshire finds the young Mbako, who feeds his brother in the corner, who will drive, hang, can't finish, but he's fouled.
This also gives Dave Boff a great chance to see what he has in store for the future. These freshmen don't get the chance, aside from Jalen Grant, to play that much, but Jalen Maldonado and Ethan Mbako both have already seen more playing time than they have all season today.
And you'd imagine Roselle Catholic has a couple of games coming up where they'd probably be able to do the same. They're back in action on Monday against Weequahic. Mike, I know you'll be here for the call of that one. And a chance for this Roselle Catholic team really to find their stride coming into a difficult part in their schedule where they're really facing solely New Jersey teams up until early February. Mackenzie Mbako with those two free throws has 20 points here in this first half as a foul called underneath. It'll send TJ Robinson to the line for two. Jalen Grant back into the game for Sebastian Robinson. Both teams over the limit as Robinson hits the second, 8th team fouls apiece on Roselle Catholic and Immaculate Conception. And Baco, nice feed to Ethan, and he traveled. Mike didn't look like he was too sure of what to do with the ball.
Yeah, he just looked a little confused when he caught the pass. He's not a player that is typically down low, and that's where he caught it.
Pollock driving, working around Baco, and he fouled him. Roselle Catholic not happy with the call there on the younger Baco. So Immaculate trying to chip away at this deficit at the free throw line as Pollock knocks down the first. Ethan Baco, cross-court pass to Pierre-Louis. Looking to drive. Feeds Baco in the corner. A shot fake, a bullet pass to Wilcher, but an offensive foul. It was TJ Robinson who stepped in to take the charge on Ethan Baco, and now Sebastian Robinson will come back in for him. .2:16 left to go here in the second quarter. Kevin Connolly, Michael Cerroti with you as they wipe up some perspiration on the floor after that offensive foul. Roselle Catholic has been rolling offensively here in this first half. Everything clicking, and it's being led by the Duke commit, Mackenzie Baco.
Yeah, Mackenzie Baco, 20 points. You don't see that often in one half. And again, he's just been doing really everything.
The clock was late to start after that inbounds. 2:10 to go here in the second quarter. Reverse layup by Pollock, no good. Outlet to Baco, and he hit the official in the back. It'll go out of bounds off of Roselle Catholic. TJ Robinson looking to drive right on Baco, who altered the shot. "100 seconds to play before halftime. Roselle Catholic leading 43-27 against Immaculate Conception. There's Sebastian Robinson, finds Pierre-Louis. Jalen Grant, the freshman, picks up a screen. Oh, he had space instead. Robinson, but he traveled. So another turnover on Roselle Catholic. Back-to-back possessions with turnovers. 1:20 to go here in the first half. Pollock and Robinson have led Immaculate Conception. That three-pointer off the mark. And Baco scoops up the loose ball, finds Robinson. Robinson, free throw line pull-up, goes down. Under a minute to play. In the corner, three-pointer, Amir Dunlap, no good, and then it's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Immaculate Conception. Jalen Maldonado in for Christian Pierre-Louis. Mbako down low, backing his way into the paint, and adds 2 more. Mbako just too powerful down there for Roselle Catholic.
He's a really strong presence down low in the post. Might not be where he typically plays, but when he needs to get down there, he can do it well.
10 seconds left for Immaculate to work. That's going to be an offensive foul. It's going to go on Tavion Pullock, putting the shoulder right into the chest of Sebastian Robinson.
With 5 seconds, we'll see what Roselle Catholic does. They've got a lot of shooters on the floor right now.
IC is going to pick up. Simeon Wilcher looking to go full steam ahead. Wilcher to Mbako. Corner 3, and it's no good as Grant tried to put it back. Roselle Catholic coaching staff thought that had a chance of going in on the ricochet. But what a first half for Roselle Catholic. 47-27, they lead Immaculate Conception.
RC really had it all going there in the first half. Immaculate Conception did not play bad at all. Shots weren't falling, but for Roselle Catholic, everything went down, and they were doing it in many different ways.
20-point lead for the Lions. We'll be back with the second half right after this here on D1 Media Pro.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it for free. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. Mackay touchdown. Wins it. The championship.
They hate when you elevate. It's stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate. Yeah. I had to elevate. I'm way too fly. Yeah, I'm feeling.
Over to Floyd, he's open, thought about the three, drives, baseline! Oh, what a start for Corey Floyd! Free throw line, tries to dump a pass off, gets intercepted. Freeman all the way to the hole. Oh, what a block by Moore! Left to play in the fourth quarter. Cromartie, three, got it! Davis probes in the corner, three-pointer, up and down, Brown again! His second straight three. Roselle Catholic in a hurry. Wilcher, back to Bueno. He's going to try and tie it. And he does! Oh, big shots all around!
He can't get around, and a turnover. Corey Floyd has it. Step through, lay in, build the basket!
You can see the future of the Duke and North Carolina rivalry on D1 Media Pro.
There you see Hubert Davis, head coach of North Carolina, here to see Simeon Wilcher.
Looking live right there at a trio of Duke basketball coaches: John Shire, Nolan Smith, Emil Jefferson. Clock now at 12. Kicks it in the corner. Lively for three. Got it. Derek Lively, a corner three in an early third quarter. As he'll look to go off the dribble here, goes right around Lively, and he gets the roll. Inbounds to Wilcher. A step back, fade away, through contact. Simeon Wilcher. He's out for Mbako. He'll try one from beyond the arc. And Mackenzie Mbako is on fire to start this one. Glover, one-on-one with the basket. Oh, Jaden Glover! With the windmill to send this place into a frenzy. And
To the corner, Lawrence. No-look pass, and Wilcher lays it in.
Wilcher to the hole. Simeon Wilcher starting to heat up. He's got 4 points, and Roselle Catholic leads by 11.
Watson to his brother, and Tariq is fouled and hits it. They'll go to the line for one.
They'll pick it up, the clock will move. Lawrence with Adams on him, lost his footing, gets a shot up, and he gets it to go. At the buzzer, Jamarcus Lawrence, a big first quarter for the Nebraska commit. They snap to Slade. They'll run a trick play. They'll throw it along. He catches it. They win! A trick play from St. Peter's Prep wins it in overtime. J.D. Farkas looking to work in. There's a stutter step. He lines up, and we're tied at 3. Camacho with 6. Armstrong the steal, all by himself, take flight, Mark Armstrong! Oh, that's how the third quarter ends, with an exclamation point from the Villanova-bound senior. Last minute of play here in the first period. Marauders walk in at the circle. They'll send one in. They score! Welcome back here to Roselle Catholic, getting set for the start of the third quarter. But before we do, we'll have the scholarship presentation to both the player with the highest grade point average on both teams. For Roselle Catholic, it's Christian Pierre Louis. And for Immaculate Conception, it's Brian Mitchell. So congratulations to both of them. They'll receive their plaque. And again, highest grade point average on Roselle Catholic is Christian Pierre Louis. And for Immaculate Conception, it's Brian Mitchell. And you see there Simeon Wiltshire fired up for his teammate Christian Pierre Louis as he'll receive his plaque, as will Brian Mitchell for Immaculate Conception, to a nice round of applause from everyone in attendance here at Roselle Catholic. So, Mike, we turn our attention back to the floor, and just a dominant first half for the Lions behind 21 points from Mackenzie Mbako.
Yeah, Mackenzie Mbako getting it done offensively in so many different ways. Simeon Wiltshire also with 10, and he was just controlling the pace. Sometimes Wiltshire can get a little out of control, run too fast for himself, but in that first half, he was really under control.
And being under control allowed Roselle Catholic to jump out to a 20-point lead. Really a dominant first quarter for Roselle Catholic, and they never looked back. Once again, Kevin Connolly, Michael Cerroti with you here on the NFHS Network. It's Roselle Catholic with a commanding 20-point lead as we get set to begin the third quarter here in the SFIC Basketball Hoop Fest inside the Lions Den at Roselle Catholic High School. Lions, the Roselle Catholic Lions, I might add, looking to go back to above 500 for the first time this season. Roselle Catholic lost their first 3 games of the year, responded with back-to-back victories over the Patrick School and Manasquan as we get a foul down low. As Rich Briscoe was trying to go up, then obviously that canceled game against Arts goes as a no contest, so Roselle Catholic 2-3 on the year, looking to get back in the win column here today and push their record to 500. And as for Immaculate Conception, trying to avoid a 4-game losing streak. As Simeon Wiltshire works free in the corner, sets his feet, but was a bit too strong. Mackenzie Mbako just ripped the rebound right away. Tavion Bullock forced the jump ball, and the arrow sends it to Immaculate Conception. For Immaculate Conception, TJ Robinson led the way in that first half with 12 points. Tavion Bullock had 8. Bullock open for 3, passes it up. Oh, it's Barnett. And he collides with Mbako, and they'll get Mbako for the foul. Cole Grandison finds Barnett. Mike, Roselle Catholic did a good job in that first half, mixing and matching their defenses given their limited roster in today's game.
Yeah, it all depended on who was on the floor at the time. They were throwing out some zone, which we don't normally see from them.
Scoop layup no good. Briscoe pulls down the board. Pierre Louis recontrols, going to the basket, doesn't get the foul call as a loose ball is picked up by Immaculate Conception as they look to run. Darren Barnett can't get the shot to go. Rebound tipped into the hands of Briscoe. Simeon Wiltshire finding an open Sebastian Robinson, can't hit the 3. Mbako the offensive rebound. He goes up and he's going to the free throw line.
Another trip to the stripe for Mackenzie Mbako. He's been pretty active down low today.
21 points in that first half for Mbako. Baco 2 for 2 from the stripe. TJ Robinson looking to drive. That's a tough shot, no good. And Baco with a double-double here tonight. Simeon Wilcher backing his way into the post. Nice feed over to Rich Briscoe. Counted in the foul. Rich Briscoe a chance for 3 at the line off the assist from Simeon Wilcher.
Rich Briscoe is all smiles after that one.
Briscoe up to 5 points now on the day. Elbow jumper rattles out. Robinson pulls down the board. Outlet to Mbaco. Mbaco, good body control off the window, and he gets the roll. Man, you don't see that a lot from high school level players with the body control to stop and avoid the offensive foul like we just saw from Mackenzie Mbaco. Immaculate Conception can't answer on the other end. Sebastian Robinson to the hole. No, got his own miss in the putback. Roselle Catholic opening up a 29-point lead, and a timeout is called by Immaculate Conception. They're on the ropes big time here inside the Lions Den. 5:14 to go in the third quarter. Roselle Catholic opens up a 56-27 lead over Immaculate Conception.
Yeah, they hate when you elevate. Stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate, yeah. I had to elevate. I'm way too fly, yeah, I'm feeling.
Welcome back here inside the Lions Den. Roselle Catholic with a 56-27 lead over Immaculate Conception. Kevin Connolly, Michael Cerroti with you here. 5:14 to go in the third quarter. And the Lions are rolling behind the offensive play of Simeon Wilcher and Mackenzie Mbaco.
Yeah, Mackenzie Mbaco is just dominant down low right now. Nobody can stop him. Rich Briscoe just got
TJ Robinson trying to hold Immaculate Conception in this one. Him and Tavion Pullock have combined for 20 points as Pullock gets Immaculate's first points of this second half. Nice job there by Cole Granderson, cutting in front of Rich Briscoe. Pullock saved it, but right into the hands of Briscoe as Mbaco takes a transition three. No! But Rich Briscoe running the floor with the follow.
Rich Briscoe skying up for the putback jam.
Briscoe just never stopped running the floor as the drive and the finish there from Cole Granderson. Robinson got hit on the three, no call, an air ball, and they'll give it back to Immaculate Conception. Mackenzie Mbaco will get a breather. Jalen Grant into the game. Pullock on the drive, working on Briscoe. Ball tapped around, and Pullock gets it to go, and a chance for three at the line. Late whistle there as they'll get Briscoe with the foul. So Mbaco be a quick rest on the bench for him as he's going to have to come in for Briscoe. So Pullock converts the three-point play. As Roselle Catholic right back down the floor with Sebastian Robinson. Robinson answers from three on the other end. Robinson can't say right back at you. Pierre-Louis the steal. Loose ball on the deck. Robinson comes away with it, and he calls timeout for Immaculate Conception. 3:39 to go here in the third quarter. 60-37 is our score, with Roselle Catholic on top. Timeout called by Immaculate. They're able to win the fight for the basketball on the deck, but they trail Roselle Catholic 60-37 here in the final game of the 2023 SFIC Basketball Hoop Fest. If you missed any of our games, you can watch them on demand here on D1 Media Pro, and also probably tomorrow they'll be posted to YouTube, so you can catch them there as well. But we thank you for watching live here with us. Kevin Connolly, Michael Cerroti with you here from Roselle, New Jersey. Roselle Catholic girls team won in dominant fashion. Overtime victory for Seton Hall Prep against Hudson Catholic, and a dominant victory for St. Peter's Prep over Union Catholic. Simeon Wilcher looking to run. Jalen Grant, hand to Sebastian Robinson. Robinson backing his way into the lane, wave it off for an offensive foul. Well, Robinson gets hit for the offensive foul, trying to hook his arm around the body of TJ Robinson to get to the basket. Ball will go back to Immaculate. TJ Robinson tried to create contact on that three-point attempt, no good. Right into the body, strong move there by Grandison, but Mbako deflected the shot, and then that one goes out of bounds off Jalen Grant. And then a travel called on Robinson immediately on the inbounds. Rich Briscoe comes back into the game. He will replace Sebastian Robinson. Jordan Riley also back into the game for Immaculate. Jaron Barnett will get a breather. Wilcher up top for Mbako.
Those two are going to be rivals next year, but for now, they're making connections like that.
And Mbako with the swat on the other end. Beautiful play design there by Roselle Catholic. TJ Robinson, the step back three-pointer. Tell you what, this kid's got a lot of individual moves. TJ Robinson knows how to score the basketball. Pierre-Louis rims out on the shot. Robinson up ahead again, hanging and finishing. Roselle Catholic led by 29. It's back down to 20 thanks to a couple of big shots from TJ Robinson. 2 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Wilcher on the drive. Contact in the lane. Briscoe got it rejected. Got his own miss. Briscoe back to the basket, and he's fouled. Rich Briscoe going back to the line. Shoot 2. Smooth looking stroke at the line for Rich Briscoe. Christian Pierre-Louis comes out. Sebastian Robinson back in. Tavion Pullock out for IC. Brandon Hernandez comes back in. Also see Jarius Davis in for IC. Briscoe goes 2 for 2 from the line. Spinning into the lane, and a foul's going to be called on the reach on Jalen Grant. So Jalen Grant called for the foul. Jalen Maldonado comes back in for Roselle Catholic, as Simeon Wilcher will get a breather. And then we get a tie-up. The jump ball on the deck. The arrow sends it to Roselle Catholic. Mbako takes a 3, and Mbako adds to his total tonight. Robinson can't answer on the other end. Rebound tapped around. Maldonado comes away with it, and then got it stripped as he was looking to pass. Immaculate back down the other way. No, they'll get the offensive rebound. They'll feed the baseline, and that's going to be a travel. Mackenzie Mbako will check out. Ethan Mbako back into the game. Under a minute to play here in the third quarter. Roselle Catholic led by as many as 29. Immaculate cut it down to 20, but now they're back up 25. Maldonado trying to feed Rich Briscoe in the lane. Robinson steals it away and goes coast to coast for the finish.
TJ Robinson doing everything he can to keep Immaculate in it.
On the drive, Jalen Grant throws it at the rim and puts it in the hole. If Immaculate wants to hold for the final shot here this third quarter, 13 seconds to do so. 69-44 is the lead. Lions looking to drive, a lot of contact, and then there's a foul called. They'll get the foul on Ethan Mbako. Cole Grandison at the line to shoot 2. First free throw bounces out from Grandison. 3.3 left on the clock. Roselle Catholic with Wilcher, Pierre-Louis, and Mbako all on the bench. Second free throw good. See what Roselle Catholic can draw up here with 3 seconds left. Sebastian Robinson pulls up, and he just missed. Left it a hair short on the front rim. But that does it for 3 quarters. 8 minutes left to play. Roselle Catholic closing in on their 3rd victory of the year. They lead 69-45 over Immaculate Conception. You can see the future of the Duke and North Carolina rivalry on D1 Media Pro.
There you see Hubert Davis, head coach of North Carolina, here to see Simeon Will.
Looking live right there at a trio of Duke basketball coaches: John Shire, Nolan Smith, Emil Jefferson. Clock now at 12. Kicks it in the corner. Lively for 3. Got it. Derek Lively, a corner 3 in an early 3rd quarter. Has a look to go off the dribble here. Goes right around Lively, and he gets the roll. Inbounds to Wilcher. A step back, fade away, through contact. Simeon Wilcher. He's out for Mbako. He'll try one from beyond the arc. And Mackenzie Mbako is on fire to start this one. Kevin Connolly, Michael Cerroti with you. It's a 69-45 lead for Roselle Catholic over Immaculate with 8 minutes left to play in regulation. And it'll be Immaculate ball here to begin this 4th quarter, but an issue going on in the stands. But we'll continue play regardless. Jordan Riley. And Wilcher pulls down the rebound. Wilcher on the drive, dumps it off for Mbako, the hesitation, and the 2-hand stuff. The court vision of Simeon Wilcher, you'd be hard-pressed to find, not just in New Jersey, but in the country, a high school player with better court vision than him, as T.J. Robinson can't answer on the 3. Rebound tapped around into the hands of Rich Briscoe. Wilcher, down low to Briscoe through his hands, gets it right back. Can't finish, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. So Rich Briscoe back to the stripe for Roselle Catholic. 7:10 left to go in this 4th quarter. So Briscoe makes the second, 73-45. Roselle Catholic on top. Kick in the corner, high arcing 3. That one goes down off the fingertips of Manny Smith. So Jimmy Salmon putting some of his reserves on the floor alongside Tavion Bullock and TJ Robinson in this 4th quarter, as Robinson answers for Roselle Catholic with a 3 of his own.
Sebastian Robinson, a pure scorer.
Bullock cannot answer as the rebound was tipped out of the hands of Mbako. Right to TJ Robinson. Pulls it back out in the corner. Mbako looking to run the floor. Sky into the basket with the jam is Mackenzie Mbako. And the lead is now 30. And then we get a blocking foul on Sebastian Robinson down the other end. .34 to play in this 4th quarter.
He is just doing everything on offense.
3-pointer rattles out and Mbako pulls down the board.
He's got a lot of those too today.
Wilcher trying to back his way into the lane and get stripped, but they'll get Immaculate with a reach. Now Arrington back into the game for Immaculate. Robinson pulls up from three, and he's got another. 81 points for Roselle Catholic, not even midway through this fourth quarter. Manny Smith, a lot of dribbling, and Baco and Pierre-Louis converge on him. Are able to strip the ball. Pierre-Louis diving to the deck, can't come away with it. It's Arrington picking up the loose ball. Pollock open, his three no, and Wilcher pulls down the board. Simeon Wilcher in transition, try to get a three of his own, and he's got it.
Scoring is too easy right now for Roselle Catholic, and they have been lighting it up from deep here in the second half.
Pollock on the drive, lost his footing, somehow got it back, and the ball spins in off the front rim. And now we have an injured Roselle Catholic player down behind the play. It's Rich Briscoe who is down. Now he's back to his feet. Well, Briscoe will try and walk it off back to the Roselle Catholic bench. I'd imagine 34 points. Jalen Grant comes in to replace him. Pierre-Louis off the window, no, and Baco tipped the rebound, and it goes off the leg of Jordan Riley, and it'll stay with Roselle Catholic. And Baco bullet pass to an open Jalen Grant. Can't hit the three. Pierre-Louis, the offensive rebound, put back, blocked by Robinson. The follow by Pierre-Louis, no good. In the corner, oh, what a rejection from Mbako. It went into the fifth row. Now Mackenzie Mbako gonna check out. We have him for 32 points for Roselle Catholic. Simeon Wilcher also gonna check out. But imagine for a lot of these Roselle Catholic players, their afternoon might be done. 84-50 is the score with 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. TJ Robinson on the drive, count it in the foul. And TJ Robinson a chance for three at the line.
One of the only bright spots today for Immaculate Conception has been TJ Robinson.
Foul was on Jalen Maldonado. TJ Robinson completes the three-point play. Home run pass for Roselle Catholic. Ethan Mbako can't hit the three-pointer. Tavion Pollock got it stripped, loose ball on the deck. Jalen Grant comes away with it. 4-on-1 for Roselle Catholic. Grant will take it himself, can't get the three to go. That shot rims out as Robinson pulls down the rebound. Sebastian Robinson trying to fire a pass to an open Ethan Mbako down low as TJ Robinson's will finish with the layup on the other end. And now we'll get a whistle with a wet spot on the floor that they'll clean up. (84-55). Roselle Catholic on top of Immaculate Conception. Kenny Mao into the game for the Roselle Catholic Lions. Amir Dunlap comes back in for the Immaculate Conception Lions.
Kenny Mao, another transfer who came into RC, played last year at Seton Hall Prep.
Saw his former teammates pull out an overtime victory against Hudson Catholic earlier today. That was our second game of the day as Pierre Louis is fouled on his way to the basket. Largest lead for Roselle Catholic tonight was 36. Since the opening tap, it's been all Lions here against Immaculate Conception. Robinson still trying to get his, and he will with another chance for three at the line. TJ Robinson continuing to fill up the score sheet, but won't be that much of a difference here in this one with 2:51 to play. Brian Mitchell will come in to replace TJ Robinson, so outstanding individual performance today from TJ Robinson for Immaculate Conception. But Roselle Catholic going to come away with the big-time victory. Jalen Grant pulls up from three, no good. Pierre Louis the rebound, feeds Mbako down low, can't get it to go. Now it's Immaculate looking to run. Three-pointer goes down. Amir Dunlap, his second three tonight. Grant, the floater, no. The putback, yes. And now a timeout by Roselle Catholic for a substitution. .206 to play, 88-61. Roselle Catholic on top. That's a deep three-pointer that goes down. Amir Dunlap having a nice shooting game from beyond the arc for Immaculate Conception.
Tamir Basden, 14 in white, into the game for the first time for Roselle Catholic.
As Jalen Maldonado gets the layup to spin home. 90 points on the board for Roselle Catholic here against Immaculate Conception. Three-pointer no good as Ethan Mbako pulls down the rebound. Now he's looking to run the floor. Mbako all the way to the hole, can't get it to go, but he's fouled.
And Roselle Catholic going deep into their bench as more reserves will check into the game. Jaden Chichester and George Boley enter for RC.
So Ethan Mbako at the line with two shots as Maldonado and Grant check out. Mbako too strong on the free throw. Might be a bit nervous trying to grab his first points of the year. Everyone telling him to relax. He goes 0 for 2 from the line. And the rebound, that's the hustle Roselle Catholic likes to see. Maybe not in a 36-point game, but good to see everyone's okay there on the Roselle Catholic bench. I don't know, Mike. We might have to say something to Christian about that one. He ran out of the way pretty quickly. He's supposed to be the tough guy in this Roselle Catholic team. He got out of the way pretty quickly on that bench.
Well, Tamir Basden had a full head of steam as he made his way to the bench, and I don't know, if I was in that position, I might run away too.
Foul on the other end, and free throws upcoming for Manny Smith. Look at the upcoming schedules for both these teams. Told you that Roselle Catholic will play Weequahic next. For Montclair Immaculate, they'll have a couple of really tough games coming up. They'll have to go on the road against Newark Central. Then they'll play a neutral site game against Hudson Catholic. Then they have Don Bosco on their slate. Then Newark Arts, and then Newark Westside. So things don't get any easier for Immaculate Conception. For Roselle Catholic, we told you they'll play Weequahic next. Then they'll have another game against the Newark Public School in Payne Tech before they take on Morris Knowles next week. 3-on-1 down the other end for Immaculate Conception, and Amir Dunlap, having himself a strong game, gets a layup to fall in. And then a steal, and then it's going to be out of bounds on Immaculate Conception. It'll go back to Roselle Catholic. We'll see if they just want to dribble this one out, and you see head coach Dave Boff giving the signal just to play this one out, as we would assume, barring a steal and a layup from Immaculate Conception, it's going to be a 90-68 victory for Roselle Catholic here against Immaculate Conception, as, Mike, they're going to finally improve to 3-3 on the year.
Well, we didn't think it would happen today. We thought it would happen 2 days ago, but they improved their record to 500.
They will get a shot off. I don't think Dave Boff is going to be happy about that one. And then a foul underneath on a collision.
Dangerous, because an injury can occur, and if you get an injury with 4 seconds left in a 22-point game, I would be pretty upset. And yeah, Dave Boff was saying just wrap it up 30 seconds ago, but Roselle Catholic will improve to 3-3.
I think they're going to get the foul on Ethan Mbako. I don't know if it actually was on him, but he will get whistled for the foul, and that's his 5th foul, so Jalen Maldonado will come in for the final 4.5 seconds. But while we have the time, I want to thank everyone for watching all day long right here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network to the 19th Annual Scholarship Fund for Inner City Children Basketball Hoop Fest here inside the Lions Den on the campus of Roselle Catholic High School. We had 4 outstanding basketball games. Roselle Catholic girls team with a dominant victory against Oak Knoll. Our best game of the day was an overtime victory for Seton Hall Prep against Hudson Catholic. St. Peter's Prep, Mike, really flexed their muscles against Union Catholic. And what more can you say here about Roselle Catholic? Dominant effort against Immaculate Conception. It'll be a 20-point victory for the Lions. 90-70 will be our final score as Roselle Catholic improves to 3-3 on the season.
Dominant performance from Roselle Catholic from start to finish. 20-point win over Immaculate Conception.
Mackenzie Mbako, 32 points to lead the way for Roselle Catholic as he shined for the Lions. For Mustafa Hootman, Renato Rodriguez, and Michael Cerroti, I'm Kevin Connolly. Once again, thank you for watching all day long here on the D1 Media Pro page on the National Federation of High School Sports. Roselle Catholic, a 90-70 victory over Immaculate Conception. They're 3-3 on the year. Signing off from the 2023 Scholarship Fund for Inner City Children Basketball Hoop Fest, I'm Kevin Connolly. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your weekend.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it for Frazier. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch.